Good morning. We're just going to clear the waiting room. Good morning. This is the voting meeting before the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, June 30th, 2022. While the public is encouraged to attend, there will be no additional public testimony accepted today. We'll begin with the licensed premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, June 28th, 2022. Item number 1, High Street Restaurant Group, LLC, doing business as Howl at the Moon and Down Ultra Lounge, located at 184 High Street. Date of the incident, December 19th, 2021. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
Thanks, Danny. I see no violation on the part of the licensee here.
I agree.
Item number 2, Stage Karaoke LLC, located at 138 Brighton Ave in Alston. Date of the incident, March 18th, 2022. Over serving patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
There was no proof of over service here. It was actually a possible drugging. I see no violation on the part of the licensee.
Yeah, I agree.
Item number 3, Congress Fine Dining LLC, doing business as Lucky's, located at 355 to 359 Congress Street. Date of the incident, March 20th, 2022. Patron on patron, assault and battery, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I see no violation.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Item number 4, Emmanuel Enterprises LLC, located at 71 to 73 Meridian Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, March 22nd, 2022. Patron on patron, assault and battery, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I see no violation.
No violation.
Item number 5, Tycor Corporation, doing business as Warren Tavern, located at 2 Pleasant Street in Charlestown. Date of the incident, April 3rd, 2022. Patron on patron, assault and battery, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I see no violation.
Didn't see a violation.
Item number 6, the licensee failed to appear. We are working with them to get them on the next available hearing date. And item number 7 has been continued to the next licensed premise inspection hearing on July 12th. Item number 8, Rgtrlc LLC, doing business as Atlantic Fish Company, located at 761 Boylston Street. Date of the incident, April 18th, 2022. Overcrowding on patio, 52 mechanical count, patio capacity 23, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
This was Marathon Monday, I believe. Is that right, Danny?
That's correct.
Yeah, they should have expected these large crowds. I know they were unprecedented, but it was clear that there were going to be large crowds and they should have been properly staffed. I see a violation.
I agree.
My vote would be for a written warning.
I agree.
Violation with a written warning. Item number 9, Asian Cuisine Inc., doing business as Typhoon Restaurant, located at 725 Boylston Street. Date of the incident, April 18th, 2022. Overcrowding on patio, 62 mechanical count, capacity 8, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F, and service of more than 2 alcoholic drinks to one person at a time, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I see a violation. This was again Marathon Monday. I think they should have expected the crowds. They should have been properly staffed. I know they took action right away and they retrained their staff, but I still see a violation.
I agree.
And I would vote for a written warning.
Sure.
The vote is for a violation with a written warning as well.
Yep.
Item number 10, the Circle Bar and Grill, doing business as The Circle, located at 356 Chestnut Hill Ave in Brighton. Date of the incident, April 23rd, 2022. Overcrowding, house count 170, mechanical count 255, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
The testimony was that it was a quiet night and then suddenly it got crowded. This is a bar that is located in a college neighborhood. I don't think they're properly staffed. And while they cooperated in returning their staff, I still see a violation.
I agree.
And I would vote for a written warning.
Yes.
Violation with a written warning. And item number 11, CMG 10 PO Square LLC, doing business as Marielle, located at 10 Post Office Square. Date of the incident, March 27th, 2022, lower level capacity 288, house count 267, 477, found on mechanical count in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F, and persons under 21 in possession of alcohol on premise in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 34A, 34C, and 6464A.
For the overcrowding, I see a violation. The testimony was that while they have this sophisticated technology, they weren't properly staffed, in my opinion, and that people were coming in the back door. So I would vote for a written warning for the overcapacity. Sorry, Commissioner Saxon.
No, I agree.
Okay. And for under 21, I really think I see a violation. I really do think they would be better served if they invested in some scanners. So I see a violation there as well.
I agree.
And I would vote for a written warning for that.
I agree.
So
On the last matter, wasn't there two matters? It wasn't just overcrowding on the last matter. Wasn't there something like a service to a
The typhoon one, the patio, we could take those up separately too. So overcrowding on the patio, written warning. As far as the service of more than 2 alcoholic drinks at a time, the testimony was that their staff was new and they weren't properly trained, but I think we could give them a written warning as well for that.
I agree.
Thank you.
thank you. So just to clarify, for item number 9, we were talking about a violation and a written warning on each of the violations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And on item number 11, Marielle, same thing, a violation on each of the violations here with a written warning.
Correct.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday on Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. Item number 1, AHL Group LLC, doing business as El Jefe's Taqueria of Northeastern, located at 269 Huntington Ave, has petitioned to change the closing hour of the licensed business to 3 a.m. 7 days per week.
I vote to approve this change.
I agree.
I do as well.
Item number 2 was withdrawn by the applicant. Item number 3, Vester Southie LLC, doing business as Vester, located at 105 West 1st Street in South Boston, has applied for a common victualler license to be exercised on the above. Manager Nicole Liu, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I vote to approve this change. Or I vote to approve this CV license.
I do as well.
Item number 4, Dry Dock Coffee LLC, doing business as Render Coffee, located at 2 Dry Dock Ave, has applied for a common victualler license. Manager Christopher Dady, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
Item number 5, Museum of Fine Arts, doing business as Museum of Fine Arts, located at 465 Huntington Ave, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Eric Woods.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item 6, Earl's Restaurant, Boston, Mass. Inc., doing business as Earl's Kitchen and Bar, located at 800 Boylston Street, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Willy Gray.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Items 7, 8, and 9, Taste Inc., doing business as Vino Bolo, located at Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston. ABC Wine Bar, doing business as Vino Bolo, located at Logan Airport Terminal A in East Boston. And Boss B Wine Bar LLC, doing business as Vino Bolo, located at Logan Airport Terminal B in East Boston, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Tsuying Chen.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item number 10, American Airlines Inc., doing business as Admirals Club, located at Logan Airport Terminal B in East Boston, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Susan Namdar.
I vote to approve.
I agree as well.
Item 11, 563 Boylston Inc., doing business as Whiskey and Wine Back Bay, located at 563 Boylston Street, has petitioned to pledge the license and inventory to Rocklin Trust Company.
I vote to approve.
I agree as well.
Item 12, New Mission Hill Market, Inc., doing business as Fuentes Market and Liquor Store located at 678 Parker Street in Roxbury, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers of the corporation, has petitioned for a change of stock interest, and has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Bhavya Patel.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 13, Foodies Urban Market LLC, doing business as Foodies Urban Market located at 1421 Washington Street in Roxbury, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers of the corporation, has petitioned for a change of ownership interest, and has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Victor G. Leon.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 14, S&S Package Store, Inc., doing business as Gary's Liquors located at 655 to 659 VFW Parkway, has petitioned for a change of ownership and stock interest of the corporation.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item 15, New Jamaica Plain Market, Inc., doing business as Roggero's Market located at 3345 Washington Street in Jamaica Plain, has petitioned for a change in stock interest.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item 16, Camillo Inc., doing business as Camillo Liquors 3, located at 7 Edgewater Drive in Mattapan, has petitioned to change the location of the licensed business to 544 River Street in Mattapan.
1 second. The attorney submitted a safety and operations plan yesterday, which we will make part of the public record and part of their file. This is a situation where the landlord is not allowing the small business to continue opening while there are issues with the neighborhood. I would approve this change of location.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough of a basis. I think what we're really dealing with more is an enforcement issue. I think this, hopefully the security plan can lock them in to more enforcement. And I would encourage people in the neighborhood who are having trouble, the troubles that they described, to call the police so we can start enforcement actions and get a record if anything needs to be done with this business in the future.
Yeah,
Really great.
and I think the community issues are troubling, and so it does grieve me that there are neighbors who are having such problems with this location. So if the security plan, if we can make sure that it stays in place and that the problems do not persist, then I would be for it. But I want to be able to kind of assure the community that these problems don't persist.
Agree with both of you.
So the vote I'm hearing is to grant the change of location and to make sure that the security and operations plan is a enforceable part of their file.
Yes.
Did we ever discuss NIPS or singles? Is that?
I think because it was already part of their license, it wasn't like it was a new license. They're just changing the location. We really can't take something away that's probably part of their inventory and their assets. If they're applying for a new license, it's something that would be part of the community process. But I think the loitering and the littering is a big issue, and with that a lot of times comes from the NIPS and singles. So we will emphasize that with the licensee, that they are responsible for making sure their area around the licensed premise is clean and clear.
Right. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Item number 17, McCormick and Schmick Restaurant Corp., doing business as McCormick and Schmick Seafood Restaurant located at 300 Faneuil Hall Marketplace, has petitioned to transfer the license to Fan Hall MV Restaurant LLC, doing business as Margaritaville at the same location. Jeremy Ward, manager, closing hour 2 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
Agree.
Item number 18, Grand 10 Distilling LLC, doing business as Grand 10 Distilling located at 383 Dorchester Ave in South Boston, has petitioned to transfer the license to Royal 10 LLC, doing business as Royal 10 at the same location. Matthew Nernberger, manager, closing hour 12 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I vote to approve as well.
Item number 19, Select Restaurants, Inc., doing business as Top of the Hub, located at 800 Boylston Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to Bocaria Fort Point LLC, doing business as Bocaria Tapas Bar and Restaurant, located at 25 Thompson Place. Jessica Winford, manager, hours of operation, Monday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Attorney Farnsworth told us they will be submitting an application to amend that hour of closing to 12 a.m. and they will have their abutters meeting on July 11th, I believe.
I'm going to recommend that we defer this vote until after that community meeting, since they're not even planning on opening up until next year. Let the community process run its course.
Sounds good.
Okay, the vote is to defer. Item number 20, JJ Foley's Fireside Tavern, Inc., doing business as Foley's Fireside Tavern, located at 30 Hyde Park Ave in Jamaica Plain, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to Frago Restaurant SB LLC, doing business as Shy Bird, located at 12 Old Colony Ave, aka 10 to 50 Old Colony Ave in South Boston. Eli Feldman, manager, closing hour 1 a.m., and has petitioned to pledge the license to SB Gateway 2 LLC.
I vote to approve this transfer.
You as well.
And as to the pledge,
And I vote to approve the pledge.
great. Item number 21, Highland Tap of Boston, Inc., doing business as Agas, located at 2128 Washington Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to GRNAGRB of Mass LLC, doing business as Gordon Ramsay Burger, located at 111 North Street. Patrick Glenn Furmender, manager, hours of operation, Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 p.m.
I vote to approve this transfer.
I agree.
I do as well.
And the manager.
Item number 22, CSDM Corp., doing business as The Wine Shop, located at 370 Western Ave in Brighton, has petitioned to transfer the license to 370 Western Ave Wild Duck Inc., doing business as The Wild Duck at the same location. Jaldeep Patel, manager, closing hour 11 p.m., and has petitioned to pledge the license and inventory to Rocklin Trust Company.
I vote to approve.
I agree as well.
Item number 23 has already been approved by the board, was only on the agenda to correct a legal defect in the notice that went out. Item 24, Delta Airlines, Inc., doing business as Delta Sky Club, located at Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston, has applied for a club airport all alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Rebecca Basila, manager, closing time 2 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Well,
Item number 25 has been withdrawn by the applicant. Item number 26, Los Arrieros Restaurant, Inc., doing business as Los Arrieros Restaurant, located at 13 Meridian Street in East Boston, has applied for a common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Felix Ospina, closing time 12 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I approve as well.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Danny. Oh, I vote to approve pending the availability of a license for which they qualify.
Great. That's the vote across the board, is to grant pending the availability. Great. Thank you. Item number 27, Mexicali Sushi Bar, Inc., doing business as Mexicali Sushi Bar, located at 199 Sumner Street in East Boston, has applied for a common victular 7-day wines and malt beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Roberto Trujillo, closing time 2 a.m.
I vote to approve pending the availability of a license for which they qualify.
I agree.
I agree as well.
And item number 28, El Barrio MX LLC, doing business as El Barrio Mexican Grill, located at 809 to 811 Harrison Ave in Roxbury, has applied for a common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Joandre Vasquez, closing time 11 p.m.
My only concern yesterday was that it wasn't clear that there was a public process, but we did talk to ONS and there was indeed a public process, and ONS doesn't feel there needs to be any more. So I would vote to approve this pending the availability of a license for which they qualify.
I agree.
I agree.
Thank you. Moving on to non-hearing transactions. The following are applying for a new common victular license at a previously licensed location. Item number one, Kokoda Seaport LLC, doing business as Kokoda, located at 53 Northern Avenue. Jessica Cheap, manager of record, hours of operation 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item number two, Zaz Restaurant and Catering Corporation, doing business as Zaz at City Hall, located at 1 City Hall Square. Or Olery Roberts, manager of record, hours of operation Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item number three, Lepo Farm LLC, doing business as Crane River Cheese Club, located at 138 Cambridge Street. Brian Poe, manager of record, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 12 a.m.
I vote to approve.
Agree.
I agree as well.
Item number four, Kaylisa Inc., doing business as Pica Longa Restaurant, located at 744 Dudley Street in Dorchester. Katia Figuereo, manager of record, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Item number five, Hui Win, doing business as Faux Real and Mochi Dough, located at 279 Newbury Street. Hui Win, manager of record, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Well,
And item number six, King On Corporation, doing business as Yummy Restaurant, located at 665A Tremont Street. Shangdong He, manager of record, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree as well.
Following have applied to make changes to their existing common victular licenses. Item number one, PCRWS Bost LLC, doing business as Wingstop, located at 950 American Legion Highway in Roslindale, has petitioned to change the manager/president to Christopher Regasio.
I vote to approve.
I agree as well.
And item two, Stellar Restaurant Group Inc., doing business as Boloco, has petitioned for a change of officers and manager at the following locations: at 176 Boylston Street, 1080 Boylston Street, 50 Congress Street, 133 Federal Street, and 283 Longwood Ave, to Paulina Gonzalez as manager and John Pepper as officer.
I vote to approve.
I agree as well.
The following have applied for a one-day amendment to their existing license. Item number one, Algonquin Club Hexagon LLC, doing business as the Quinn House, located at 217 Commonwealth Ave, has applied for a one-day amendment to their existing license to allow for a closing hour of 11:30 p.m. to include their roof deck and the audio broadcasting of the July 4th Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. This will be open to members and their guests only.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
And item number two, Timeout Market LLC, doing business as Timeout Market, located at 401 Park Drive, has applied for a one-day amendment to their existing license to include a controlled area outside of their currently licensed patio area on the lawn on August 3rd between 6:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. for a promotional event.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
The board has before them a list of special one-day alcoholic beverages applications, which have been reviewed administratively by staff and approved by the board. And we have one item on old and new business to vote on. This was deferred to allow for the completion of the community process, which has since occurred. Unity Sports and Cultural Club, Inc., doing business as Unity Sports, located at 10 Dunbar Ave in Dorchester, has petitioned to provide bottle service on their licensed premise. This community process was run by City Councilor Brian Worrell, who has told us that he is comfortable with the community process and is in support of this application.
Okay, thank you. I vote to approve this.
I do as well.
Thank you. Those are all the items before the board today. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.